talking today about Exiles, Season 11, Episode 8. The name of the episode is Familiar. We just watched it. It just aired on the East Coast. Right before we get ready to start, I was tweeting, so I'm going to watch this week's X-Files with the lights on, making a joke to the old song, and because I knew this was going to be really scary, so I decided, let's leave the light on. And then I didn't say anything, but Maurice turned the lights off. I said, oh. And then I tweeted, kind of joking, without actually having the conversation, oh, I thought we'd leave the lights on. Honey, oh, crap. Because that was some scary shit stuff. That was some scary, yeah. And, yeah. Oh, like chuckle teeth. One of the darkest episodes I've seen in a very long, maybe since the revival.
I think that's the darkest, scariest episode that
ever.
Glen Morgan and James Wong did it right.
Yeah, this is the Chris Carter episode.
Oh, Chris Carter wrote this one?
Co-wrote it.
Oh, with the, what's her name?
No, the female, there's a female director for this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, yeah, actually, I'll pull it up for you if you want to take
Oh, Chris wrote this?
Yeah.
Wow, this is a good episode for Chris.
You know what I like? I mean, I do like the campiness sometimes, but I feel like...
Oh, it was right. Oh, you got it.
I feel like, yeah. I feel like, sometimes the campiness like overshadows like the scary stuff in the series, so it gets.
I don't know if it was campy. They had a couple moments.
No, I'm saying this isn't campy.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
I like that it wasn't.
Like they had mild.
Haley Dale directed. Chris Carter and Benjamin Van Allen wrote.
Benny
wrote it. He's written a bunch of different series. Well, he still looks like he's doing a lot of PA work. And he was a former assistant on the series.
Wow.
Writer's assistant. So now
he was a writer's assistant for season 10, apparently.
Yeah.
That's not a good resume.
Damn.
Sorry.
Damn, Walt.
All right, I went there.
Harsh.
Too much. So
harsh. Wow.
Oh my
savage. That was savage.
They really did not pull punches on this episode at all.
They did not pull back.
And
it was scary AF. From the very beginning. I mean, the minute, like the whole beginning was just creepy.
It was rough. And back in the day, it was scary because they didn't show anything. I was joking at the end there because of budget. You know, back in the day when they didn't show anything, it was scary because it's dark and it's like, what's going to happen? What could happen? What's going to happen?
Yeah.
This was just, slasher, right? They look, thankfully, they didn't show the kids actually dying. But at the beginning, where you see the kid with red blood on his yellow rain jacket.
At the very beginning, I mean, I don't know if it was intentionally to be like a nod to it or not.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was the little kid in a yellow raincoat
going
off on his own like Georgie. So.
I don't think that was by accident. I don't think, or if they did it and said, oh, look, he looks like Georgie. I don't think that was by accident.
Yeah, that was very, very it-like. And the idea of this,
it was like it.
Yeah, the idea of these children's characters being creepy. AF. Yeah, creepy. Hey, everybody. Sorry, I just pulled up our chat.
What's up?
Hey, we missed you guys too.
Kelsey B, Funny
Andrew,
Ginger,
shout out.
DJ, Kelly C, Shell.
Thank you guys. Yeah, we're happy to be back in the land of technology.
Okay, Andrew. God, Andrew. Poor Andrew.
We had a hard time. Like it would take me. I went to go upload a video that would normally take like 5 minutes, and it said literally it was like 2 to 3 hours to upload a video to YouTube. So I was like, what is going on? I don't think I'm going to be uploading anything.
And Emily too. Andrew and Emily.
Yeah, Andrew and Emily.
Gates of Teletubbies.
That's a good one.
I've always said Teletubbies were evil.
They are evil. And there was no baby.
I'm
missing the baby. Little things on the head.
In the sun, yeah.
And the way they made their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That was,
Are we frozen?
Wi-Fi. No, we're not frozen.
No.
Are we frozen?
We're frozen. Yeah, so.
No, I closed the window by accident.
You closed the window?
Yeah, I closed the chat.
Geez.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, jeez.
I'm so
sorry.
Are
we still live?
Yeah, we're still live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're still live. I need to get back. I need to reopen the chat. I'm sorry.
Maybe I think you need to focus on sharing everything.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Because you're trying to do both.
We're still good.
All right.
All right, so we're good.
We're sure? Not frozen, yeah.
Oh, wait, stay. No, I was going to post this on Tumblr.
Not frozen. That's what I'm saying.
Tumblr for all the haters that have not been sending me anonymous messages.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know why, but
my
good
inbox, crap on Tumblr now?
listen, I told people to send me stuff and they didn't. So it must all be coming from one person. That crazy Flary Mowers.
Flary Maurer, wow, she was crazy.
It's all from Flary Mowers.
Yeah.
So glad you visited my country while you were here when we were there. Oh wow.
Oh, that's funny. Oh yeah, Roger Cross, who we also love from Continuum. I think he shows up in every Vancouver show eventually.
He was a good guy in this one.
But
he was also good at playing a bad guy.
Yeah, Roger Cross, very solid actor. Really enjoy his work.
Yeah, he's good. He's pretty much in every Canadian show.
It was scary, Mr. Moonwalker '94.
So you guys know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reshare it on your Twitter.
And right from the very beginning, I mean, you have two kind of creepy moms, right? And you have two creepy kids, and then they're cute. Although Andrew was cute as hell. The Emily had a creep factor to her, right? But that's what happens when kids watch too much TV. You get that creeped out look. Like,
yeah, she was when she was like, she asked her mom she wanted like juice. It sounded very weird.
Yeah,
she
like
was up to something.
I thought for a moment maybe Emily was the witch. You know, one of those stories where the children are running the show, and you know, it was. Because, Mommy, I need juice. Like now, it was like very bossy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was innocent. Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
No, I heard it too.
Yeah.
It seemed like she was kind of mad.
Yeah, Shell, you missed some good concerts down under.
Like horror movies?
David's best, I think.
I like some horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
PG-13, I can't do anything that's like slash or
this
like
was pretty brutal.
Rated R horror. I had to close my eyes actually when the Hellhound was Molly the show.
I was kind of surprised how much they showed.
I had to cover my eyes at that point.
You know,
I can't do too much violence.
They showed a lot of throat gnashing.
Side-eyed Emily too. See, just us.
Yeah, okay,
Emily was up to something.
Yeah, right from the very get-go, she's on the swing and she's seeing Andrew go off and just kind of like, eh. Maybe he was like her nemesis or something like that. You know, she wanted to rule the town, the children of the corn, the village of the damned. You know, the children are running the show, but there's conflict. You know, Emily wants to run the town. Andrew's competition. You know, 4 and 5-year-olds are brutal when you're in competition.
That much about it.
I put way too much into that thought. Any shipper love between Andrew and Emily?
Any shipper Jove?
Love. Was there any shipper love?
Between Mulder and Scully? No,
not really.
Not anything.
Not really.
There was actually more last week because they had that moment at the end last week.
He had a brief moment with Mulder acknowledging William, but it wasn't even.
Yeah, that was sad.
It was sad, but it was like
I have a son.
He didn't feel very moved by it. You could tell Scully is much more attached. Oh God. Don't go there.
He is my offspring.
No.
He has my DNA.
God bless you, Charles. CB.
We love you, Charles.
Yeah, we won't go there.
We won't go there. There was a song from a musical Walt did. It was called that. That's how the lyrics went. Guy realized he had a son.
It wasn't meant to be a comedy.
They showed, you were surprised that they showed so much of the Hellhound chewing on the sheep. Like I said, I had to close my eyes. There really wasn't, like I said, there wasn't any campiness in this episode. It was dark the whole time. And it felt very much like very typical X-Files Monster of the Week, like season 2 or 3.
Oh, this was classic like Mulder Scully.
Yeah, and like the whole town kind of going crazy, the mass hysteria, these people in the town, all very, very small town, all kind of losing their mind, a tight-knit town. That's just very typical.
And Mulder Scully X-Files. Just apart enough to go investigate stuff, right? And then coming together at the beginning, together at the end. Mm-hmm. More together than not.
Yeah, they kept them together most of the time.
Bouncing ideas off each other. Very, very, very Mulder Scully. If anything, I thought it was a little shippy at the end where they both jokingly reversed roles. Where they both kind of said what the other would say. You know, I forget the exact line now. Where she said, maybe it was the gate to hell, and he said, "Oh, maybe it was the candles." Yeah, maybe it was the candle. It was a spontaneous confession.
I think they were being kind of.
It was a little flirtatious, a little condescending, but jokingly in a very shipper-loving manner.
Skinner, no Skinner again. That's 2 weeks Skinnerless.
I know.
It's hardcore.
We did get Skinner a lot this season, though, so it's
got a lot more than we had,
and a lot more than we had in
season 10. So, but it would have been nice to see a little bit of Skinner. Yeah, only 2 episodes, no confirmation of Mulder Scully relationship. Well, they did have sex a couple times, but
not this week.
Anyone else thrown off by that house? We didn't get to talk about the house. Scully's
house. Yeah, because we go live last week.
House. Yeah, we didn't get to talk about that last week.
Yeah.
And I just posted a vlog, which wasn't even a real vlog. It was kind of like a webcam vlog about last week's episode, but that was disappointing. They're like, oh, by the way, this is Scully's house. Like, this is how we're gonna break it to you in the middle of an episode where no one talks to each other. So I don't know if we're ever gonna get any confirmation. By the sound of like what we've heard with Chris Carter in his interviews, he sounds like he wants to keep the ambiguity there.
The vibrator, yes.
Yeah, the vibrator. That vibrator was kind of small.
Yeah.
I didn't really think that vibrator was kind of
You got all your devices back. Not everything.
No. Well, it went in the trash, like you said. You
don't want that back after it's been in the garbage.
And her new hairdo. No mention of that either. No explanation.
Rocket Red.
Yeah.
Confirmation that Scully dyes her hair.
Yeah.
And that's why it wasn't fiery red in 2008 and season 10 another time.
The Overtech house that Scully would never live in. Maybe it was a parallel dimension thing because it made no sense that they were even talking. They weren't even talking, like for the first.
I think she was like house sitting for the guy from season 1 in the Ghost of the Machine.
That's what it is. Okay, they do live together. She was house sitting.
She was house sitting for the guy who created the AI from the first season. It was. I'm pretty sure that was the same house.
You're so stuck on that house.
It probably was the same
set. I mean, they probably used the sound
stage. It's Vancouver. How many like computer houses are there?
Maybe she's renting. But why is she renting a house when she should be living with Mulder?
Well, maybe she's in the process of moving back in with Mulder, and she still wants her space from time to time.
There's a lot of space.
Yeah.
There's like nothing in the house.
It was an awkward date, And
who picked the restaurant? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, well, sushi. I don't know.
No comment.
No, sushi is very suggestive.
Another town Mulder and Scully won't be retiring in. Yeah. What else? The vibrator. The Overtech house. Scully would never. How did Scully get in the house? I don't know. There's so many questions.
So it sounds like Mulder's never been there before.
No, because he was like, oh, why is your house
why is your house nicer than mine? How do you have a nicer house? Like he has never been to her house before.
That's a problem.
So
but they were on a date.
She's been like
she left like in the middle of
her living arrangement secret from him. Maybe she's afraid he'll be a bit of a creeper and stalk her or something.
No.
Awkward.
The whole thing is awkward.
Who loved the court scene outfit?
Yeah, that was.
Was she wearing a turtleneck the whole time?
Yeah, where did the turtleneck come from?
All of a sudden she's wearing a turtleneck. I think I would have recognized or noticed that sooner because I felt like it's a Connecticut thing. Women of a certain age that love to wear turtleneck
that explains everything.
And a pantsuit.
Guys, I apologize from anyone from Connecticut.
Yeah, it's a Connecticut thing.
But that makes perfect sense now.
It's Connecticut's a scary place.
It's a very scary place. Don't go there.
It doesn't know if it's New York or Boston, and if it's not Greenwich, it's just a dump.
The Greenwich is all stuck up and
it's their own fault because they don't share the wealth. All the money that comes in from Greenwich stays in Greenwich. They don't share it around the state, so they have all these problems now.
So the turtleneck to hide Mulder's love bites. Oh, she had hickeys.
Oh.
She wore it in the courthouse.
So maybe the night before.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe seeing cops gun each other down does it for him. I don't know, that was before they gunned each other down.
So classic old school. Mr. Chuckleteeth looks like Sloppy from Goosebumps. I don't know what character that is, but I'm familiar with some of the Goosebumps.
I think I've seen that character.
Hello, Cincinnati.
Yo.
Yeah, this felt more old school X-Files than anything like as far as Monster of the Week.
Hiding the hickeys.
Really good. Really good. Really dark. I don't like the dead children thing, but that happens a lot on X-Files. They don't really hold back.
You know what? Surprised me.
They don't really hold back like on these types of episodes.
The tone was not as dark as the episode. You know what I mean? I feel like this episode 15 years ago would have had a much darker cinematography type, cinematographic tone. You know what I mean? It's more cartoonish, which kind of makes it more creepy. I mean,
no, I think they did that on purpose.
Yeah, it's the cartoonish. It's the Saturday morning show of Mr. Chuckleteeth, and
you couldn't have picked a creepier cartoon show or
oh my
whatever
god,
kid shows. They need new kid shows.
Who designed the mask with the opposite claw side, the eyes going out?
Yeah,
and
two lazy eyes going out.
So am I right? Basically, the Hellhound appeared as Chuckleteeth, appeared as the Teletubby,
like
appeared as the kid. Like,
no, nothing can beat home.
Yeah, I know.
Especially when they went.
This is not as creepy as home.
Peacocks went back to the sheriff's house and killed the sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was so horrible.
But again, they didn't show it, right? It was like you saw it was about to happen, and then all of a sudden you hear it, right? You hear a little like cabbage being chopped up or something.
Mulder needs to stop eating salt. He needs to stop like tasting everything.
He didn't lick it though.
He did.
No, I thought he did.
That's why he spit it out. No, he spit it out.
I was waiting for it. I'm surprised. Yeah.
It was nasty.
But as soon as I saw it, I said, "Oh, witch circle."
Yeah.
And then, like, is it
maybe
a summoning
supernatural
circle?
A little bit, because they're always like in Supernatural. They always do the salt.
But the salt is usually the protection.
Hellhounds. They do the Hellhounds.
A lot of Hellhounds in Supernatural.
Yeah, a lot of, but they
Hellhounds
do the salt.
No
is like, they do the salt and then they bury the bones and all that stuff. So, but obviously X-Files was before all that, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, you liked it like home. You did well. I don't think it was as messed up as Homewood, but it was pretty dark.
Yeah, it wasn't as creepy as home. Like, because the fact that it was kids makes it creepy, but it's up there scary wise because it's kids, like with Stigmata and what are some of the other ones? Witchcraft, yeah. That is. Well, Witchcraft, was that the one with the frogs and the teachers?
Yeah, the teacher.
Yeah, that wasn't that creepy. It was like it had moments, but like the snake was a little hokey, and it was kind of, I don't know if
teacher was creepy.
It wasn't funny, but it was, it was a little, it felt a little tongue in cheek. Yeah. Yeah, witches had this thing with salt. They're like,
The new writer got it right, and I liked the new director got it right. I really liked the way.
Great direction, phenomenal direction,
and the idea that all these people went crazy, and then the cop murdered this guy who was innocent, just attacked him. It just reminded me a lot of these town hysteria episodes.
Oh yeah,
where this town just loses it and starts,
And kind of like the going ape on the child molester, sex offender.
No, he wasn't though. He said he wasn't. He was like he had a statutory rape case, I think he said.
Well, I think he never hurt anybody. He was a creeper.
I don't know if he was a pedophile though. I think he said he had a statutory rape case.
I didn't hear that. I thought he was.
That's what I thought he heard, but I might have heard wrong.
Oh, I thought he was pedophile, but he wasn't a killer.
No,
he was basically saying, he's a creeper, but he's not a killer.
No. I don't think it was even that much.
Oh, really?
But yeah. That's what it is. That was the episode. I can't remember.
Chinga's creepier than home?
We did a podcast on this episode. Chinga's creepier? No, nah.
Wait, is Chinga the one where the Indian guy goes up the ass?
No, that's Badla.
Oh,
Chinga's the one with the two girls, the two wives, and the like bird and like the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wait, no, Chinga. Wait, no, it's Chinga the doll. Chinga the doll. No, I was thinking Chimera. See, all these episodes gonna. Chinga's the doll, the Stephen King episode, right?
Yeah, that's the witches.
We did a podcast on that
with the teachers.
With the witches and teachers.
Die Hand die Veritas.
Is that the one with the doll?
Which one?
Stephen King. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a Stephen King episode.
Right.
I wasn't sure.
Did he write that one?
Yeah, there's one that he wrote. Just one.
Yeah, the doll episode. I mean, the doll has been, the Annabelle thing. It's been a common horror theme.
Okay.
Chinga's about the doll. Yeah.
Let's have fun. Yeah.
Oh boy.
That was
pretty creepy. But I don't know. Home for me. Yeah, that when they're pulling out the drawer and finding the mother. That's
Peacock.
This is Peacock. Karin Konoval. And it's scary because like this army of inbreds, they're just big, strong, and they don't,
No, like when they went to kill the sheriff in his way, that was scary. That was
a bunch of Trump voters, probably.
So, Walter, no politics. Stephen King, yes. Chinga is memorable because Scully was hot. Oh, okay. That's why she kept calling Mulder and he asked her to marry her. And
he has her to marry her?
That's when, yeah, he was like marrying me, but that's when he threw the pencils at the ceilings. I want to play. Let's have fun.
Oh God. He was throwing pencils at the ceiling in the first episode.
Like, you could just film a horror scene and just walk into a room full of dolls, and that's scary enough without anything happening.
Well, I've had friends or like friends' parents like
collect dolls.
When I was in high school, we had a friend.
I had like 1 or 2 dolls. I always had stuff.
No, when I was in high school, there was a friend. Was it Lisa? Somebody in the band, and we went to their house one time, and we walked in, and like the whole living room on the right was a shrine for dolls.
Oh no!
Like dozens and dozens of porcelain dolls. They're like it's a collection. It's a collection.
Mannequins are
but like
creepy.
I could not live in that house. I could not sleep over in that house. I could not. Like 5 minutes of that house was just, and that's before. I think at that point I had seen something on.
Chuck E. Cheese song.
There was like an old Amazing Story or one of those old Twilight Zone knockoffs did a doll episode, and
yeah. I have the Chucky. You mean the Mr. Chuckle song in your head? It's the dreidel song.
Is it?
Yeah. Na 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 na.
It's similar, yeah.
I think it is. Sounded like dreidel.
I gotta listen to it now.
It sounded like
Chucky Cheese, and I'm like, oh, that's what I think. That song's gonna creep me out more than the actual face.
That I actually. Yeah.
Hey, Minnie. We have a cat at our feet.
Cat's actually come.
Wow, she missed us.
She's purring.
2.5 weeks, yeah.
Here.
Old dolls are creepy. I think new dolls are creepy. Yeah, like those dollar store dolls that like are falling apart and like the hair, you know. I just think they look just so creepy to me. The eyes on like dollar store dolls. They're brand new.
Trying to get her to come up. She's not coming.
She's coming.
Oh, yeah. She's coming. You can keep talking.
So yes, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Yeah. Dolls and clowns. Yeah, they just nailed 2 for 1 on this one, right? A clown that looks like a porcelain doll. A porcelain doll. All right, this is our first live broadcast post X-Files season 11.
This is the only time she's ever wanted to hang out with us.
I know. What is up with this? She came up here by choice?
Well, I picked her up.
Well, she came to us by choice?
I picked her up.
Oh my God, Minnie, say hello. We're on live. Yep, and she's coming up. Don't step on the keyboard because that might actually end poorly. But so hey, look. Say hello to everybody. See. Oh,
clowns are creepy.
Yeah.
I don't know what's much creepier.
Minnie's my familiar.
Cat stream.
Oh, hello everybody.
Stop torturing the cat.
Oh man. Yeah, Minnie's my familiar.
Cat stream.
You know, I questioned the title though. The wolf really wasn't.
Well fed.
The hellhound wasn't really her familiar. You know what I mean?
She wants to leave.
A familiar is more like, you know, like I have a cat, and the cat is my anchor to the witchcraft. Like the hellhound really is
like coy wolves.
Yeah,
it is the dreidel song. See?
Is it really? I gotta go listen to it. Oh my God. You know, the hellhound was a summoned demon, not a familiar.
Hi. He doesn't know what's happening.
You're gonna be famous. You're gonna be more famous than Pickles.
Yeah.
Pickles from Hobbiton.
Pickles from Hobbiton.
So the cat knows the why. What is Kitty? Oh, this is Minnie.
Minnie.
We've had Minnie for 4.5 years. We met her. We were going to dinner in an Outback Steakhouse, believe it or not, down in Edgewater. And there was a lady out there with her, and they was like trying to figure out what to do with her. I said, hey, you want to adopt this cat, or can you watch her for the night? We're like, oh, we have an apartment. We're not supposed to have pets. So I'm sorry, I scared the crap out of her. So we went to dinner. We came out. There was a different woman with the same cat, and the cat, Minnie, goes and sits on your foot, right?
Yeah, she still does that.
And just goes and sits on your foot. And they were like, okay, we'll take her. And I think by the time we got home, we're like, I guess we're keeping her. We were supposed to keep her 48 hours because the shelters were full.
Yeah. It
was late November. It started snowing that night. Was that the same? I think I'm confusing.
No, you're confusing nights.
2 Thanksgivings. But yeah, so now we have a cat for 4.5 years, and we had to get a house just because we had an apartment with a cat. And no, they were okay with it actually.
They were okay with it.
Yeah. Hey, look. Want to see hello?
No, let her down. I think she wants to go down.
Okay.
But she can't go on the keyboard.
Don't go on the keyboard.
Don't.
No.
She's never coming back after that. So I have a question. You said in your review of the promo of this episode, we're getting a cliffhanger. Yeah. Well, Chris Carter has said we're gonna. I don't know for sure, but
he doesn't know how not to.
He has said we're gonna get a cliffhanger. He says it wouldn't be X-Files fashion to leave with any type of resolution. I just hope it's not a cliffhanger that ends in the middle of the episode. Like, oh, she's rubbing herself on the laptop. I'm afraid she's gonna unplug something.
I know. If you lose us, it's her fault.
It's the cat.
Blame the kitty. Oh no! Don't go away though, Minnie. Well, we had a special guest star tonight.
Yeah. So Chris Carter says we're getting.
What is she doing?
She's seeing.
I wish we had the ability to turn the camera around. She's like. I don't know what that was. I think she saw a ghost. Or maybe the wig.
I think she did see a ghost.
Is she a ghost? Or maybe it's something with that wig. She was kind of looking up towards that wig.
All right, let's get back on track.
The wig that Fairy Mamawa did not wear.
Fairy Mamawa. Good old school episode was waste of an episode considering third to last. I don't know if it was a waste because I thought we've had a lot worse episodes throughout this whole revival. And I thought this was definitely one of the
last week?
No, this episode.
I thought this was a waste?
Yeah.
This week was a waste?
Was you talking about this week or last week? I think they were both pretty good, actually. Both still better than season 10.
I really like last week, and it's out of context. It as a science fiction offering, I really enjoyed last week. It was weird in the context of X-Files, you know what I mean?
So the chief's wife got the hellbound to attack her husband or the deputy.
No, he does not like the cliffhanger talk.
So the wife actually meant to create some type of witchcraft spell on the wife.
Try to curse
the other
Diane.
wife. Yeah.
Was his name Jack?
So little ditty?
About Jack and Diane?
So and then it got out of control because
Moonwalker last week was genius. Yeah.
Yeah. So it got out of control and it ended up like going after the kids and everyone else and ate off the sheriff's face. So
just the neck, I think. I really did the neck.
I didn't look. I covered my eyes.
I thought it was one for the face, and it looked like it was just tearing out the neck.
Yeah. So you're wondering when Mulder and Scully are going to find out about Smokey's bombshell? Well, I'm just hoping we can just forget it never happened, kind of like Mulder's brain disease.
Mm-hmm.
And then also,
it was a red herring, just like in Clue.
Yeah, it's just like just pretend it didn't happen. It was just something to.
I want to talk more about last week. I think
they're both good, but I want to see more wrapped up at the end of the X-Files. No, we're not going to get when are we going to see William again? The church scene that we keep seeing is that next week? Yeah. Is that next week? Is the church scene? I'm confused.
Maybe because it seems almost to be like a vampire
but we
episode.
Didn't see it in the preview, so yeah, it does look like someone mentioned the vampire. It looks like a vampire episode.
Yeah, either it's vampire or people think they're vampires and they're like staking people in the heart like a cult by mistake, and it looks like it's another we got to go save Scully moment.
Shingle also features Scully in the
church scene is next week, according to Kelly C.
Okay. All right. I hope they didn't cut it because it looked like they were going to kiss.
In the church?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
They showed them, but they could have just been like.
Maybe they got married.
Yeah, that's what everyone was hoping, but no. All right. So.
This isn't CW.
We see them in the promo photos, but we didn't see any of that in the
was it the same church as the Flash wedding?
And perhaps more turtlenecks. Yeah, church is next week. I don't know because we will see things in promo photos.
I'm forgetting it.
Although they already showed a promo, they did. They better not cut that scene because I didn't see anything for it. So, yeah. CSM is a liar. I agree. William, when is he going to come back? Is he? He's not
I think
back
episode
next week at all, or are we going to wait for William's struggle?
Episode 10, I think, is going to be mostly about William.
So the end of the
More about William than Mulder and
like
Scully.
90% of it is William.
Because Chris Carter, way back when, said, my struggle 4 is William's struggle.
Mm.
So I don't know how much that means we don't get Mulder and Scully. We're focusing on William.
Wouldn't be surprised if it got cut. All kisses have been cut.
Mm-hmm.
They better kiss with no hiccups. That sounds painful. Kiss with a hiccup. No.
It's very difficult.
That will hurt my ear.
Kissing with a hiccup is hard. I'm sorry. Yeah, you just making your partner
you mean like
go
a
deaf.
bee sting too?
Oh yeah.
Or like something.
Yeah.
Let's try.
We
got kiss the cat. She's long gone.
Yeah, the eyes. It's not romantic at all.
She saw the ghost and left.
The church scene in the last episode. Oh, I thought I said creepy chick. Sorry.
We didn't expect them to sleep together.
Creepy chick. I was thinking creepy because the episode. Sorry, cheapy.
Thanks, Mr. Chuckleteeth.
Yeah.
We didn't expect them to sleep together, and they did so.
That's why she wore the turtleneck. We can only assume.
But they, I believe it belongs to the last episode. I wonder if the church, the glass window, the hospital, or something. Over at Riverview, where we went and stood on the steps when we were in Vancouver. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff was filmed there, not just Scully. Any hospital scene was done. So I believe the episode with William Gooley was filmed there inside.
I'm upset all of a sudden. I'm having the realization it's sinking in that there's only 2 more. I've had so much fun these past 10 weeks, 8 episodes.
They've been good.
They've really been
because we
great.
weren't here, but
I still had fun watching it and watching it with other friends. We're gonna have a little watch party, hopefully.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a little watch party. And we're all gonna go live. We can all go live. Who's coming over? Is it the 21st? 2 weeks from tonight? What's tonight? The 7th, March 21st. So
21st.
We're gonna have this big. Is it only 60 minutes? Is it a double episode?
No, it's just a regular episode.
So we're gonna hopefully have some people over, and then we can all go live and we can all talk about this thing and we can all commiserate because it's gonna be another 2 years before we see anything else.
No, it could be the end. We heard William is next week's episode 2. Well, that'd be nice. It'd be nice if he would appear, but I hope he's not a vampire.
There was somebody in that preview that could have been like his hair, like in hindsight, it could have been him.
I saw the press release for episode 10. Mulder and Scully supposed to be looking for William. Yeah, so we're gonna see. It's William.
It's not the end.
It's the end. It's the end. I think it's the end. They're not planning on filming this year, so it's gonna be a long time.
Well, that's what they said in 2016. And then they came back in 2017 and filmed season 11.
I think it's over. I just hope that we get some closure. Some closure. Be nice. But this was a good episode. I'm pretty happy with it's the end. I mean, Gillian has said no. She's not doing it. And most people don't want
Gillian's a liar.
Yeah, she may have lied.
She's a liar.
She's not a liar, but she may, at this moment believe no and then might reconsider. Are you yawning on my vlog? On my live vlog? Did you yawn or are you crying?
Covering up tears.
Oh, okay. In 2 years,
being melodramatic.
William spinoff. I would watch that as long as they don't.
X-Files: A New Generation.
Yeah, you think it's the end too, Ellie?
W-Files.
Ellie thinks. I think it is. I don't. And David said he'll come back, but I don't know how.
It would be the first spinoff.
How it would be with just Mulder and no Scully, or were they going to say when Scully's not there, they're going to be separated? She's gone. Doesn't give us a shipper happy ending.
I think it was a sitcom with William and Mulder.
Yeah, I think I just
father and son reunited together. Oh, Dad. Oh, son.
She might come back for a movie, but I don't know if they're going to get a movie made.
What about season 12?
Yeah, maybe a TV movie.
My Struggle 5. We want more X-Files.
My Struggle 5.
It's the fan struggle.
All struggles. I think this has been great. Yeah, the realization kicking in. I'm on. If it ends, just make it right for the character. I
don't want to be Debbie Downer.
There's a way to do an ending and still have it be a cliffhanger, but you need to resolve one story before you start another. You can't just end it right in the middle of the episode, like the end of season 10. Stop crying.
Yes.
Stop crying. She might come back. But I'm pretty happy with what we have. She may be abducted. Great. That would be awful. Have that happen again. What are you doing? Stop.
It's a Mulder cry.
Stop making fun of Mulder crying.
Sorry.
Oh. She might, but I doubt Fox would fund it.
Hey, Ellie. I'd rather have it over now than have the X-Files. Well, oh God, that's terrible. So I saw myself crying.
Yeah,
I tell you, I have to say, up until the last couple of weeks, I've been thinking X-Files survived without David-ish, kind of. I mean, I didn't watch it much without David.
No.
But I'm more of a David guy than a Gillian guy. But it really is the two of them, right? I think what made this episode great was the two of them. And but this whole season, there's been a lot of classic. I got a whole two.
No, it's just like you spilled like food on it or something.
I have issues.
Your dinner.
I have issues.
These have been excellent. I hope that
this has been a great Mulder Scully season.
Like a blob.
This is like pre 1998 movie Mulder Scully.
They finally realized that all you really have to do is put Mulder and Scully together. And
yeah, they did a whole episode that's it's just Mulder and Scully. We're like fucking genius.
Yeah.
Brilliant. You know, avant-garde. You can do whatever you want. Just keep the two of them together. Chris has learned his lesson, maybe.
But if
or is it dumb luck?
If there's no Gillian, you can't do that. You have to. If one exits, I think they both exit. Maybe William can have the spin-off.
Gillian, I'm talking to you now. We need you back.
Good luck with that. I think it's time for it to end. I think it's time.
I need you.
It's time for it to end.
What's the rest of that song?
I
want it. I don't remember the words.
I think it's time for it to end. I really do. I just hope that they resolve it. And I think Gillian even said at one of the premieres or like discussions, she wasn't sure how she felt about the ending, which makes me a little nervous. So I'm going in expecting with low expectations. So that way, if it, I've learned to lower your expectations.
Spin-off.
Much as I love this show and I appreciate the show.
William Mulder, CSM, son, father, grandfather.
Oh gosh.
Sitcom, awkward, and from time to time, hey, remember me, your mother? Your awkward neighbor?
Get walkity waka.
Spender, your awkward neighbor and uncle?
Walkity waka. Last week was a testament to how awesome their chemistry is. They don't even have to talk, but I agree.
There's a diner with Marita Korubius.
Don't leave us hanging, Kelly. Exactly.
As the waitress.
Exactly. Don't leave us hanging. Let us give some type of resolution before you.
At the end of season 9, I was happy if we never got anything else on some levels. You know what I mean? And thank God for season 11 because I didn't love 2008. I didn't love 2016. Didn't hate it. I can watch 2008 as like an extended episode. It's a 2-parter episode. It works as a TV episode. Didn't work in the movie theater for me.
No, you don't like the spin-off name. Me either.
I don't know. It's a terrible idea. It's just, but I'm like, give me more. But, at the end of season 9, we were left in a place where like, okay, their story goes on, but the show is over. And I think most people are like, oh, maybe they'll do a movie someday, but we weren't on the edge of our seat. Like, what? And all of a sudden we're like, we got 2 and 3 years, every 2 years getting something. And it's a tease.
I just was so happy that my show was coming. I couldn't believe it. It was like a dream come true.
Oh, I know.
But then,
and hell of a lot better than Dallas and other shows that came in.
Exactly. Give us happiness, Chris Carter. But what's done is done. Whatever we're gonna get.
It's not a happy story, So I don't think it's gonna have a happy ending. But we could have a resolution that still says the story is continuing.
Yes.
Right. Season 9.
So you don't have a cliffhanger.
They're on the run.
You don't have. Exactly.
But the court case was wrapped up.
They wanted to kill Mulder.
We know there's a story going on. Yeah.
To invade in 2012, as we know that didn't happen because where are they? They have never addressed that. Did they?
My mind's racing right now. That's why I keep going quiet. My mind is thinking, and that's bad when you're doing live TV.
It has to be.
Just sit there and ponder.
I hope you're right. It is an opportunity animal. It's good.
Yeah, and there is that element. We've had a really great 10 weeks, 8 episodes, 2 weeks off, 10 weeks, 11 weeks, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Technically, almost with the Olympics break, and I couldn't be happier. I think, and even the one thing that got everybody up in arms after the first episode was still like, in some ways, great drama. It's getting the fans riled up for.
That was the most annoying thing in the world, but it was fun.
But everyone's talking about it. Everyone's like, but it's like, man, as a dramatic device, you could say what you want.
It's really cheap.
It's cheap, but it's
sloppy writing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's sloppy writing. It's a choice.
Lazy writing.
Is it though?
Yeah, because it's not true. It's a lie.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not true. He's not really his father. And
people have been blinded by
said,
science.
Said as much.
Yeah, and it's a red herring. It's a thing to throw you off. It's a thing to make us think of this whole season. But what's and everybody we just really like already. We got to know. We got to go. We got to know. And the next two, we better find out. And the next two episodes that Mulder is the father.
Mulder better be the father.
That's right.
That's right.
You're doing it again.
I'm doing it again. Audrey says, in 10 minutes, the show starts here. You on the West Coast? Cool.
Ooh.
You haven't seen it yet.
Can we watch it again?
In favor of shippers. That'd be a lot to ask, but
well, I think
did kind of like the end of season 9 and this end to be since season 8.
Yeah.
I think someone said on here, I forget who it was. Someone said season 8. Yeah. Debbie said that season 8 would have been great. Yeah, something like that. Like Mulder, Scully, baby, done. It's over. And then maybe Dog and Reyes, they'd have their own show.
Did they have Super Soldiers in season 8? Or was that all season 9?
Yeah, it had season 8 and season 9.
Were Super Soldiers
yeah, they came, but they didn't take the baby.
That's right.
They didn't take the baby, but they showed up.
They could have taken the baby in season 8.
At the end.
Because it was just born at the end of season 8.
But when it was she was giving birth, they all showed up, and then they didn't take it.
Those are Super Soldiers?
Yeah. I felt Chris Carter has to listen to fans, and I hope that it shows in the final episode. Otherwise, there'll be a lot of upset fans. I think he will do fans proud, especially if it's last. I hope so. Please. Mitch Mess says, I'm late signing in. Not sure anyone brought this up, but did anyone notice William in disguise at the funeral?
What? Oh, I gotta go.
What?
Wait. What? Are you serious right now?
Surely you can't be serious.
Surely, but don't stop calling me Shirley.
I am serious.
Oh, you are serious. Don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley.
I gotta go like right now and watch it again.
Wait, are you pulling our leg?
Was he really there?
Was he really there? Oh crap.
Can I
yes, in the background, that's a pickup art. Wait, what? Hold on.
The pickup artist author?
Oh, the same guy? The author? Wait, what? Oh my god.
Oh, that guy was back up there?
That guy, he was like in his little shapeshifter.
The Japanese actor?
Yeah, oh my god. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, someone sent us the thing about the cat.
Oh, wait. Can we pull up
Minnie the kitty?
Fox.com.
Hold on.
All right. Are you pulling it up? I'm gonna pull it up on my phone.
Where did you guys see this? Where did you guys see this? Hold on a second. You guys are.
Well, it's probably not on yet. We're probably gonna go watch our.
We can watch it
our
on
DVR. Oh shoot!
Did see it?
I need confirmation. Somebody take a screenshot and tweet it to me.
There has to be other people.
Are you messing with us?
It was trending.
Yeah, right.
Sarah says it's trending.
Is it really?
Well, no, it was trending wherever.
Oh my god!
Top trends.
William.
Did anybody else notice William? You guys, I didn't, and if they did that,
You found it?
No, but I can't see Mr. Chuckle Teeth. Oh gosh.
Take us to work. It would have been William. Okay.
All right.
Let
me type in William. Does anyone have a screen grab of that? You guys are. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. We're not being here now.
Oh my! We're both on our devices. This is terrible. Somebody finds it, tweet it to us right now so we can pull this crap up.
Oh, that's your kitty? Aw.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'd retweet it. No, I don't see anything about William. Does someone have a screen grab? Emily, nope. William spotted a funeral. Someone else did tweet this. Oh, incognito was a picture. Okay. All right.
Oh my god.
So you weren't the only one that saw it. We need a screen. Oh, and
we did see the dream guy. We did see the dream guy.
The dream guy showed up.
Yes. How Stephen King is this? Yes, yes.
You guys, we missed this. If you're right, do we win something? You win. What does he win?
All right, you keep this going. I'm gonna go try to find it and take a picture.
Wait, you're gonna leave and go?
And I'll tweet it. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. We have it on DVR. It'll only take
Wait, you're gonna knock something over.
I won't knock anything over.
No, come back. Come back.
No, I'll be right back.
No, come back. Wait, you're moving my light.
Does that make the lighting bad?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. How's that? Does that look good?
Yeah. No, we'll look at it.
No, I gotta do it right now.
Oh my god.
I can't go another minute knowing that this happened. I didn't see it.
Okay, the problem is he's left me down in the gate. He's left me down here in the basement with the ghost that the cat ran away from. Hi, Argentina. So you're looking into this? Well, Walt's gone upstairs to look at the DVR and pull up the funeral scene to see. And we might be joined by some spirits down here in Fraser Manor, because the cat was pretty freaked out and ran out. So, if that might have been your tweet. What's your Twitter name? Oh, that was you. Yep, that was you, Mitch Mez. So maybe it was just you. Did anyone else see William? You just watched? You didn't see him? You ship Mulder and Scully so much. Chris Carter, please. Chris, if you're watching, I know you look at fan stuff. If you've messed up the ending, there's still time. There's still like 2 weeks left to go back and do it, like fix it. Like, you probably can't get them, but maybe you can like voice dub them and change the endings. You don't see William. Well, then if you don't see William, who was that Mitch Maz saw at this funeral? You don't see William? Do you see, no, but do you see the guy, the pickup artist guy, the author? He's FF now. You're fast forwarding now. You didn't see him. Nobody sees him. Mitch Maz, what did you see? He can decide, he can disguise himself as anyone. It's true. It's true. It's true. I mean, he could have been one of those Mr. Chuckleteeths. He's not in the credits on IMDb. Well, if it was supposed to be a secret, he might not be in there. Did you see him, Walt? Not the same guy. Okay. Scarier this way. All right, Walt, come back down because there's ghosts down here. It's not him. Everyone looked. Oh, my foot. Who is the dream guy? And the dream guy is the picture that keeps showing up, like, with the kind of like a receding hairline, and he shows up in people's dreams and gives people nightmares. And it's kind of an internet hoax, but like thousands of people claim to have seen him in real life, have claimed to have seen this guy in their dreams, and they keep showing his picture in the background randomly in different episodes. He was in last week's episode too, and last week he was actually featured pretty prominently. He was on the wall and they showed him pretty clearly. Usually it's like you have to really look for him to find it. It's like, where's Waldo with him? So but this was like pretty obvious when he showed up last week. So he's not Mr. Oh yeah, William is Mr. Chuckleteeth. Yeah, I hope he's not that either. William's got some serious issues, you know. Well, if he's Smoking Man's son, he wouldn't like. I wouldn't put it past him, but he's not. He's Mulder's kid. Green guy, subliminal image. He's in Monbrow, unibrow. Yeah, he's got a unibrow. Got a unibrow and a receding hairline. William is the dream guy? Well, but William doesn't have a receding hairline. So does that mean everything's a dream except for there were like 2 episodes that he didn't appear in? The last 2 before this, episode 5 and 6? Oh, yeah. Different guy. That would have been really cool if William was there. Wouldn't have that been really, really cool if William... Damn. Another missed opportunity, Chris Carter. Could have put William in that scene. But he can change, yeah. He can look like anybody, I guess. That's all right. It was a good idea, Mitch Maz. I mean, it wasn't what we thought, but it's okay. Oh, William is the dream guy because he can change what he looks like. He could have been there with them a lot. Yeah. Walt's like, that's not William. I just heard that from upstairs. Bummer. All right, enjoy the episode, Audrey. Oh, damn. Damn, that would have been really cool. We got all excited. We got all excited about that. If you only knew how to share a screenshot. So you have a screenshot of the guy, but it's the wrong guy. Mulder and Scully's younger agents coming back. Oh, you mean Miller and Einstein? I hope not. I like them. They were nice, but I feel like they took up too much time. And in the season premiere, they were acting like they didn't even really know them. So maybe they do, but they were acting like they knew them that well because My Struggle 2 never happened because it picked up My Struggle 3. So that stuff in My Struggle 2 that happened between Miller and Einstein did not happen. Well, between Einstein and Miller and Mulder and Scully. Just on order of SEU, the actress Rosie, I think her name is. She's good. I just didn't like that character too much. I thought the character was a little bossy and a little bit of a smart ass. Not smart ass, like a little bit of a know-it-all, kind of snippy, snappish with Mulder.
I can see where they would think that. It's similar.
I see an Asian man in the second row behind a woman. So a guy, he just kind of looks like the guy?
He's close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's clearly a different actor.
It's a different actor, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy, he's from Lost and a few other shows.
Yeah,
He's pretty
he would
well-known
definitely
actor.
be recognizable.
Yeah, you.
But I would not put it past
distinct.
Chris.
That would have been good.
I just tweeted it.
It wasn't him.
So you look at my Twitter.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Let me show you the guy.
Okay.
I just tweeted it to you. But I see exactly why somebody would say that.
Oh yeah, it does look like him.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially, well, there's also this guy hiding.
What is that?
What's that? That was just the way I took the picture.
Oh,
But behind the pole in the back on the right, left side of the church, like behind the whatever.
Oh,
I thought maybe, but that's just some guy.
Some guy like
that's not him. See, but you can see.
Okay.
I don't know. You can never see on the phone, right? It's like, yeah.
It's hard to tell.
Well, adjust lighting in a second.
When you tweeted it.
Oh, it's adjusting the lighting a little bit.
A little bit. You can't tell.
No.
It's not him.
So it's definitely not him.
Well, our light changed.
But I could tell you, I'll adjust in a second. But I can see exactly where.
Yeah,
I need the exercise, so that was
the Asian
good.
author is older than the guy. Well, yeah, he has gray hair too. This guy does.
Not much older though. I don't think. I mean, it's similar.
Yeah, but he has gray hair.
Yeah, a little bit. Asians age well right here. Plus, this guy has a wife, and I don't think William could make a wife up here. And it looks like if you kind of at the very end while people are leaving, behind them talking about the case a little bit, it looks like this guy is like in the back as like an elder or an usher passing out, come back because this is what we're talking about next week's stuff. The missile. And wow, Captain Jack, the face of Bo. Wait, what?
I'm not sure what that means.
William is Captain Jack? That's funny. Asian author, yeah. But holy crap. But yeah, I bet you Chris cast that extra or whatever you want to call him on purpose. That couple was there. That guy was there to make somebody think that.
We need diversity in our casting, so
that could be it.
We need a diverse cast.
That could be it.
We can't have just like a
Thank God for Roger Cross.
Because
in a very white Connecticut town.
Oh my God! Well, you know what?
Well, it's Connecticut.
Well, it is. Yeah, it's freaking Connecticut. Anyways, we needed a diverse cast. Anyways, the next Files for a long time, but we won't go on a rant for more females.
Different issue.
Yeah, it's a whole other issue. A non-antagonistic.
Yeah.
Non-antagonistic. We had one finally. Where's Charnette? We had a non-antagonistic character that was a minority.
Yeah. A lot of them are antagonistic. There you go. He
finally,
was a good
Charnette.
guy.
Finally. And well, because it also touched on the police brutality issue without touching on it being a race issue, just being the police were very corrupt to this town. I think they're just losing their minds because of this witchcraft thing. That's a whole other issue.
The Babylon episode did happen. Yeah.
Yeah, at least these guys have important lines. And he wasn't Kirsch or, someone else that was.
I think they know Miller and Einstein. I think Babylon happened.
No. Oh, yeah, Babylon did happen.
They know Miller and Einstein.
It'd be nice if Babylon didn't happen. Yeah.
Maybe that was like last week's episode. That's like it's just one of those things that happen. It's not really in the canon.
It's not really there.
Yeah, it's not. It's an alternate universe.
Alternate universe. Mandela effect. Mingle effect. Mingle effect.
Like TK Maxx.
Yeah, TK Maxx.
That was funny.
Go shopping at TK Maxx for your discount designer labels when you're on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Not TJ Maxx, TK Maxx.
In the British colonies, it's TK Maxx.
TK Maxx. Yeah, we found that out.
Like TK Karma. So I just don't have much else to say. I had a great time. Apart from Mulder's dancing. I like the dancing. Yeah.
It just seemed completely out of place for the episode.
Mulder's dancing?
What? Yeah.
This week?
No, his country line dancing.
We're talking about Babylon. Yeah, there's like 2 episodes that didn't either work, and they're both like.
That should have just been the whole episode. Mulder dancing.
Yeah.
Would have been fine with that.
Misery is the river of the world.
Tom Waits.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah. I'm try to sing like Tom Waits.
Oh my God, that hurts.
Only Cookie Monster.
Everybody roll. Everybody roll. Everybody roll. Everybody roll. Ooh, I'm getting seasick.
We're out of place.
Uh-oh. So that was a scary
out
episode.
of place. It was.
Out of place.
There's like no reason to have him to go on a mushroom trip in the middle of the episode.
So we've got 2.
It's like, let's just do this and have a country line dance.
Figure an hour and 25 minutes of X-Files left. 2 episodes, about an hour and 25 minutes of footage left.
Oh, that's really sad. Wow.
About 85 minutes.
Wow, we have 85 minutes left before it's the end of the
40 minutes of commercials.
Yeah.
I'm a little sad. I'm starting to feel it. I was playing it up and being a little melodramatic before, but I really having a good time with this, and I think, in addition to the fact that we're getting to know David and Mitch a little bit,
Not really.
Not friendly. I mean, we're still fans, but we've met them now in the last couple years, and like I feel more attached to it than ever because I never got attached to it that way in the past.
Oh, I've been so attached to the series. It's been a big part of my life.
Well, no, it's been a big part of the life, but like I didn't know. I hadn't touched David's hand yet. And I haven't had Mitch say, "I love you guys," and so it's a little
because we're not regular fans.
we're irregular for sure.
Definitely,
and we're backed up.
People seem to think that calling us not normal is insulting, but it's not. We're just not normal.
We're in New York. We're abnormal.
We were born this way.
Born on the Ritz.
Maybe a 2-hour finale. I wish.
God, I wish. Well, Scandal does it. Or a 90-minute finale like Walking Dead.
So do you think this whole season is going to be a dream? Like a dream guy?
This whole season? I don't care.
This has been a hell of a lot better than season 10.
I don't care. It's entertaining.
Oh,
I'm up for anything at this point.
Well, if it gets rid of Babylon and then they wake up and they're back together and they're like on a boat, I think that's how it should end. It got better and then they had sex.
Wait. Oh.
It better not than be they and then they had. It better not be than they had and then had sex.
The EMSR was all.
David Duchovny and Mitch, and they're both awesome.
Oh, excuse me.
Mitch especially is super awesome.
I always kind of yawn because this is late for me, but I'm still, I think, on Australian time. I've been sleeping weird. We slept into 11 today. I swear we're gonna get up early and get stuff done. Still got a lot done today. Got some contracts
we're not
done.
regular fans. David pays for us to go everywhere.
We are not
Just
normal.
to make it clear, David is not paid for us to go anywhere.
He's not paid for crap.
No.
I'm not bitter about that fact.
Debunk that. But
we've had a few perks because we're there a lot and because of the website. And
because we're around.
There have been some fringe benefits that have nothing to do with providing services.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Mitch, no dream.
The few fringe benefits we've had have been earned and paid for in sweat equity.
Oh, you mean the sex is like okay. All right. So the dream, it better not be a dream that they had sex. Okay. So you mean the episode and plus the part in +1 when they had sex, you want that to be.
We know they care about each other.
Yeah. You're on US time. We're still not.
Oh yeah.
Taking a long time to get back. do it.
I'd switch permanently.
Yeah.
Although I really want to go back to New Zealand. No offense to, although Newcastle.
At what point can we call yourselves Duchovny groupie? I mean, we kind of are with Duchovny Act, so that's close enough.
We're beyond groupies.
We're beyond that. What? Who's paying for my trip? Ellie. I don't know. Who paid for those Airbnbs that were like $50 a night that we all crammed into with spider bathrooms?
I mean, we have groupies, and I think I'm pretty much Marsha Brady.
Marsha.
Yeah, like
sure,
like the way I'm like fan club president, and yada yada. We're bringing David Duchovny to our small town, wherever they lived in the Brady Bunch, and so yeah, but no regrets. We're having a great time. Davy Jones, yeah.
It's our Davy Jones.
So yeah, this one was all out of pocket, Ellie, and everyone else was with us. Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah.
But no regrets.
Contrary to rumors by Flower Maury.
But we did get to hold
Flary.
a koala.
Flary Mowers. We did. We held a koala.
And we had to feed some kangaroos,
right out
of our hand. And we saw some haka, which doesn't sound good unless you know what it is.
Hobbit, cat.
Hobbiton, the
Hobbit
cat and the hobbits.
Cat hobbits.
Maya got to pretend to be Gandalf while I was the horse.
We
didn't see the shark.
Our friends saw the shark. Not even 10 minutes being there. There was a shark in the water.
Saw a lot of kangaroos.
So many kangaroos.
We saw 5 in the wild.
Yeah, 2 we almost.
3 dead in the wild.
Yeah.
And then hundreds in the. If you ever go to Brisbane, go to Lone Pine.
Thank you for welcoming us back. We had a great trip.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
maybe
man.
William is leaving them clues with the pictures of the dream guy. William is the dream guy.
Possibly.
But what does that mean? Does that mean the whole thing is a dream, or?
I don't like to overthink
I feel like it might be something that they never quite explain. It's just there. It's just like a running gag for us.
Yeah.
So.
I don't trust Chris at all.
I don't trust Chris Carter.
The truth is out there, and Chris
is a troll.
Is a bastard. No, I love Chris Carter. I really do. I love Chris Carter. I'm joking. I like to pretend to be mean about Chris Carter.
Yes, I pet a Joey.
I really like. Yeah, we've got to pet kangaroo, wallaby.
Well, in the kangaroo petting zoo where we went to go hold the koala, there was basically petting zoo. You just go right up to them, you can pet them, you can eat them.
Amanda's friend almost got attacked by a wallaby.
Really? At the zoo? Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Well, this little one had been feeding from its mom, and we held out the food, and it came over. Yeah,
if you go to my my Instagram, right, at Walt Fraser on Instagram, there's a video. Just scroll down a little bit, and the Joey's feeding. So you got a good sized Joey. Like the Joey's probably this close to not feeding off the mother anymore.
Yeah, it was cute.
But like he's way out of the pouch, but mom's there, and the Joey's feeding for a good solid 5 minutes. There's like a 45-minute video of shooting this. But then the mother, who's exhausted and hungry now, Joey lies down. Mother comes over to us. They're like behind this fence. It's like the protected area we're not allowed to go to. Then she comes out to the yard, where it's this big interactive field where they come and you're allowed to feed them. You buy for $2 a bag of pellets. That's just like what you would feed goats or rabbits or deer at a petting zoo, right? Llamas, and all those alpacas, right? So you just hold your hand out like you would for a horse or a deer, so they can eat out of your hand without biting your fingers, right? And it feels the exact same way as one of these other animals. They're pretty much deer with different arms. You know, they have arms and they stand upright. But and then when you almost hit them with the car, they become deer. They just stare at you twice. We almost hit a kangaroo with the car. Different kangaroo. Stopped completely short because I saw 3 dead ones earlier.
Emus aren't evil. They were just very fearless.
Emus were pretty.
Walk right over you.
They weren't. Yeah, they didn't attack. They just didn't give a crap about you.
They didn't give a care. You walked around. They just walked right by you and didn't seem to be fazed by humans at all.
Mm-hmm.
Not the least bit scared. But they didn't seem mean. Like they weren't aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't see any. And what's crazy is we were pretty close when we were doing that walk along the water. Well, on that water on the island, that last trip. And we saw the kangaroos in the wild. I was told that if you come across a kangaroo in the wild, you need to not go away because they're vicious. They didn't.
We never want to turn it back on an animal.
Well, no, I mean we were just kind of walking. I said maybe should we walk away because they're going to come after us, but they didn't seem to bother us. I think it took a bit. If you look on my look at my Twitter. I think I posted a video. It looked like he was playing air guitar.
Yeah. Did you get that on video?
Yeah,
I didn't know you
Twitter
got that on
and
video.
on my Instagram.
He was like scratching his arm,
Yeah,
but
he's
it's
doing
like
this,
it's like this.
there. It's like,
But it looks like he's
but they
playing air
didn't mess
guitar.
with us at all. They chased
No.
us? No.
Not at all.
But the emus or the kangaroos? Neither one. Yeah.
The emus were just so confident in themselves. Like them walking through reminded me of like the Brontosaurus in Jurassic Park, just walking by
They don't care.
carelessly, aimlessly, could give an F about who's around. They're so big, like I don't care, nothing can harm me, and just walk right through the path. And like they're in there with the kangaroo. I'm not sure. Maybe there's something about kangaroos that they have to have emus in there to keep them in line. I don't know. Everywhere there are kangaroos.
Yeah, we visited the zoo in Sydney.
Yeah, we didn't do the Australian one in Brisbane. We did. Or what's his name? Steve Irwin Zoo.
No.
We did the one and the Taronga Zoo wasn't great.
No. A lot of stuff was in there.
Yeah, I think they're in construction, and they only had one elephant.
Yeah.
And they only had one tiger. They had one sea lion. I didn't see any other seals or penguins.
The whole
yeah, we got pretty up and close and personal to some kangaroos there, but the koalas were hard to see. They're up in the tree. You couldn't see any faces. So you go to Lone Pine in Brisbane, and you get to hold a koala. Well, for one, they have 130 koala. They're just sitting there in trees.
He got pooped on.
I did get pooped on. Yeah, I got pooped on.
Did
that
we?
felt special.
Debbie says she's been to Stonehenge, Area 51, Roswell, New Mexico, England, France, and other places. Because that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't been down to Area 51.
I spent a lot of concerts with David.
We've just been a lot of places. No, we've done like a couple of.
I do want to go to Stonehenge.
Yeah, that'd be fun. We did go to England and France because of David's concerts.
Yeah.
And obviously went to Australia. I don't think we'd have another chance to go there. So I was like, oh, we'll be able to go and we'll go with friends. Have a good time. So we did.
I say with Australia and New Zealand, like, we would never think to go there. It's one of those things, it'd be fun to go there someday, but like, the airfare. So, our love of David and
Your love
the band. Well, okay. Let's be too honest about this. Gave us an excuse to see the world. And I don't know how many countries we've been to now.
I've met some really great friends through this show, and
that's a big part of it. Yeah.
The cons that we go to, Comic-Cons, when we meet other fans, are always awesome. It's always fun.
And meeting Ellie this past couple of weeks has been amazing. Getting to know B a little bit better. We just met last year. Kathy's been a big friend of ours for 10 years now?
About
how
8 years.
long?
About 8 years.
When did
we met during Breaking News, which
that was 8 years ago?
2010. So.
And then we started going and hanging out.
Did anyone here go to X Fest? Because that's
I
missed that. That looked like so much fun. Mm-hmm. We were on our way back. We just gotten back. Just returned when it was going on. So. But it started. What's weird is because I relived Saturday over again. It was Saturday when we left, and then we got here. It was like a day later.
Well, we skipped a Thursday, so it works out.
So we had an extra Saturday, but the weather was hot, very hot in New Zealand and humid, and we didn't have air conditioning on any of our Airbnbs, so that was interesting. And also, fun fact: New Zealand has a fan shortage, so we couldn't find a fan. We found one after going to 5 different places.
Plenty of X-Files fans.
No,
the
not
kind
those kinds
that
of
make
fans,
you cooler.
Yeah. So I was worried about leaving the windows open in some of these places because they didn't have screens, and
it was hot.
I didn't want things crawling in, especially in Australia. It was very, very hot. But I am not complaining now because we saw the sand and the beaches were beautiful, even with the shark. And
Valerie Kelly went to X Fest.
Oh, you did?
Cool.
Awesome. How was it? I keep seeing everyone's pictures, and I'm just so bummed out because obviously we couldn't leave, but we couldn't be there and be at.
See you soon, Amanda.
All right, Amanda. We'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up soon. But I have a couple friends. Dita and Melanie from our group went. So 5 of you ladies get together every year, take a trip because X-Files have been doing it. Wow, that's amazing.
Awesome.
That's so cool.
Awesome.
So cool.
If you ever do New York, look us up.
Yeah. Come visit us. But yeah, I looked at I think Dita said she ended up talking to Annabeth for a really long time. And are we going to San Diego Comic-Con? I missed the deadline to apply for a pro pass. I've never been to San Diego Comic-Con. And I want to go really badly because that's the one con I've heard is like, that's the one to go to. So you went to LA and visited the Fox Studios. Yeah, we were just like right by there the other day when we came through LA.
Yeah, we drove through Culver City.
Yeah.
Had some tacos.
We got tacos.
Margaritas.
Yeah, well, they said they're going to do a cruise. They're going to not do a cruise, sorry. The X-Fest cruise. Okay, so you were in Chicago. They did, they said they're going to do one next year. So San Diego Comic-Con, I wonder if they're going to do anything this year for X-Files because it's going to be the 25-year anniversary. So I'm wondering if they're going to do like a panel or something. Or I swore to myself.
It's in the summer, right?
I would not do, it's like in August. I would not do freaking New York Comic-Con because if you go look at one of my older videos, I had the worst time at the panel this year.
Isn't San Diego in summer like
they are horribly
hot.
Organized and run. New York Comic-Con is just a big shit show. I didn't mind going to walk the floor, but if you want to do a panel like the X-File panel, they really were disorganized.
DJ is going to SDCC.
You going? Awesome.
Can I be honest? I don't love Comic-Cons. I don't like Comic-Cons.
I like the Wizard Worlds. I always thought
the Wizard Worlds were fun. I enjoy getting together with our friends.
Yeah.
I don't like being in the crowd. I have to be honest, which is funny because I go to all these concerts. But if you notice, when I go to David's concerts, I like to be in the very, very, very front or in the very, very, very back. I don't enjoy being in the middle of the crowd.
I really like doing Horror House.
I get very frustrated with people.
It really depends on the con. I liked Horror House too. I thought it was like a smaller con that we did, and we all went, and Mitch was there, and we met the guys from Bates, Nestor, and
that was pretty cool.
They were all because they're all managed by.
It's a little more chill.
Yeah, it was so chill because in the middle of
and
nowhere.
Pittsburgh was a little more chill.
Pittsburgh was chill.
I didn't go to Philadelphia with
Philly
you guys.
Was pretty busy actually, but it was still more organized. The Wizard Worlds I've noticed more organized, and then I was hoping that maybe Mitch would be doing some more Wizard Worlds around here, like Philly again.
Oh, he's not?
I don't know. He says he needs to be asked, but I would like him to do one that's close by so I can go see him again. Because any chance we get to see him, I want to go. So next April, San Diego, end of July. Okay, I thought it was summer. I thought it was August, but you went to the baseball park where they filmed the baseball scene.
It is in July, yeah.
Sweet.
Isn't San Diego like the hottest place on earth in July?
It's pretty hot. I don't know. I've only been there. Walt was a mosh pit guy.
I would mosh pit because I would make the crowd disperse a little. You know what I mean? That's different. And,
nobody mosh pits.
And that's where you don't.
Honestly, at these concerts, nobody does it.
But mosh pitting when people dance.
Along. Everyone at the shows just goes.
But you know what? When you mosh pit, people dance, and you're okay.
This is like 90%.
Banging into people. It's like you're expected to bang into people.
But nobody's doing it. People are just like.
Yeah. People that are just kind of walking aimlessly and bumping into you because they're freaking clueless.
That's just people at the show.
Yeah. And I just get tired.
That's what they do. Yeah. They don't sing along. They don't dance. They just go.
And I don't like a lot. It's all loud. At David's concert.
Yeah, that's at David's shows. Stand there with their mouths gaping open, staring most of the time, except for
you look like the Scream.
All 20 of us that know the music, and if that, people that know the music, the rest are just like.
April 19th is not an X-Fest?
And every now and then you get like 2 or 3 guys in there that appreciate the band. They're like, yeah. And then you got like 1 or 2 guys that are like, heck fucking booty! Like every 5 minutes.
Gillian's going to Germany?
We didn't have that many this time, but that's my impression.
I enjoyed Chicago. Chicago was a nice, busy enough. You felt like something's going down, right?
I had the best time at a con at the one in Chicago, the Wizard World.
We had a huge group that we were hanging out with.
Yeah, we had.
And we all went out to forget. Was that because I'm shifting too much? Oh, sorry.
I find you registered, so you have to try to get in San Diego Con. Yeah, I missed the deadline for the Pro Pass, and I didn't realize it closed up so quick. So I would have qualified. The creepy Teletubbies. Yeah, we talked about that. That was creepy.
You know what I like? The
Teletubbies are creepy enough without doing anything to them, but I guess they had to do a rip-off version because they didn't want to actually make it.
Right.
The Teletubbies, it was obviously supposed to be.
What? Your son was dropped?
Dropped where? Is he okay?
Who dropped your son?
In Chicago or now? Ow. That hurts. In a mosh pit. Okay.
Oh, God.
Well.
I was expecting David to like do a stage dive into me.
No.
Because he said he would in our interview.
No.
So he's going to look for a guy with his face and do a stage dive. He never stage dived. He was joking, I guess. Joking. Yeah, he didn't lie. He was joking.
He was joking. Well, I hope your son. Yeah, mosh pits aren't enjoyable. I don't know. I feel like it'd be more interesting than what people do at these concerts. I mean, most of the people I meet are really nice and cool, but like I said, they just kind of.
Well, again, how many people are going to the concerts because David Duchovny has music?
Yeah, well,
especially where like
that's a lot of it. That's most.
They're going because it's David Duchovny from X-Files. Let's go see David Duchovny, and then they just stand there like, and they're not really like the dancing type. They're more like the sci-fi geek type.
Yeah, right.
And which we are too, but we're musicians and singers and actors and dancers. So I'm like, I have to move. I can't sit still.
Yeah, I can't. My feet
when
hurt.
Sebastian starts banging on the drum.
But his band is awesome. I don't know why people don't jam more often. Hey, you can.
Oh yeah.
His band is so good. But, damn lucky Germany. You would sing and dance. Yeah. People should sing and dance.
We need more people singing and dancing.
People got mad at us because I was periscoping and they're mad that we're singing on the periscope. I was like, guys, so I didn't even sing this time.
We're singing along. Oh, I would never let that.
He, like, at least
he gets upset when we don't sing along.
2 or 3 times during a show, he'll be like, you need to sing along.
And then I sing too loud and he looks at me like.
So that's why they do covers. Okay. He does like 2 or 3 covers because he wants people to sing along.
But I don't know the words to the covers. I know the words to his song.
Yeah, that's really. See you next week. Heading out.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
If you haven't been to a David concert, you need to go. Either way, even if you're just gonna stand there and be like, because
the concerts are great, the bands are great.
It is awesome.
It's just a lot of fun.
So much fun.
Yeah, and
the people in Australia were so polite. There was only one show that got like really rough. Every other show.
Well, it wasn't even that. There was in Wollongong. There were 3 people that were completely creepy.
Yeah,
one dude in particular that's rubbing his junk against other people. Yeah. I had to confront him on it.
We didn't know he was rubbing his junk.
I didn't know he was just rubbing up against somebody. If I knew he was rubbing his junk against our friends, I would yank his neck out of there.
So I just thought he was pushing. My friend says, this guy's being creepy, and I'm like, what's he doing? She's like, she keeps like rubbing towards me. I thought she'd been like pushing, like, because sometimes people like try to push their way up. So I was like, okay, we'll switch places with Walt, which we did, and then we switched back, and apparently he started doing it to her, and then this girl next to us, who they were both complaining, and then the girl's husband like lost his spot, so she came back, and I found out afterwards that he was literally rubbing his crotch up against them. So I was like, oh shit, we should have said something to security.
If I had known that, he would have been out of there.
But yeah, he does it depends on the show. It depends on the setup. He will come out in the audience from occasionally. He'll reach out his hands and stuff. He does a little bit of chatter in between. Yeah, Wollongong was a weird show all around. The whole thing, we were like in the Twilight Zone. But every other show, Australia was so polite. Everyone was so nice. I wasn't even like in Auckland and New Zealand. I'm so not used to going. Like the people in New Zealand were so chill. Like we went in for the sound check. If you buy a VIP, you can go in early and watch the sound check party. Everyone was just sitting like in seats.
New Zealand is this close to utopia.
No one even got up. Like David came on stage, and usually people just are like, ah! He came on stage. I was just like sitting there. No one even said anything. I was like, David's on stage. Do people realize this? And nobody ran up to the stage. And I'm like, someone's going to run to the stage in a second. Nobody ran to the stage. So finally he walked up to the microphone. He's like, hey. And then people went up to the stage. And I was like, but they still didn't really run. People just kind of were polite about it. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. And people were like somewhat aware of their personal space. So they weren't bumping into you or trying to like push you. It was crazy. And everyone around me was so nice that I was like, wow, I've never been in a concert.
That's where I met my friends in the minivan.
Yes, Walt.
So they're all doing their VIP thing.
I'm like, where'd he go?
And I had to go pay the meter in the car. And I was hanging out there like a little park bench, tiny little urban park next to the parking lot.
He just disappeared. I'm like,
and I was on my phone trying to get some internet. I was just trying to, I had to kill some time before I went in because it was too early for me to go in. And then a young lady comes up and said, "Oh, my husband and I are in the RV camper van here. I saw your
come on in, little
lanyard."
boy.
And I said,
"Oh, to our van."
I was wearing my 10-year-old David shirt, milk carton shirt. And I said, "Why don't you come on in? We got wine and cheese," which is like, it was like the candy,
man in a van with candy,
ice cream in the van for adults. So wine and cheese, I could have been like kidnapped because I got a van with wine and cheese.
And I didn't hear from him for an hour, so it's like, well, it's not coming back.
And then 2 of their friends came in.
And then he comes in with these 4 people. I'm like,
hey, meet my friends. They gave me free wine and cheese. How else?
Poor people.
You
They're
give me wine and
completely toasted
cheese.
at this point.
I'm your friend for life.
They came in ready for party. I'm like, oh my god, well, who are these people? You're like, my friends. Hey! I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, two of them lived on a 50-foot boat.
They were all super nice.
That travel around the world
like,
in their boat.
I really wish these people would like come to shows.
They were great.
The US,
they were great.
And then like I said, every other show in Australia, the Melbourne crowd was awesome. Sydney crowd was awesome. Every show was awesome. The only one, like I said, there were like one or two weird people in Wollongong that were weird, but it was so weird because the place wasn't even like half full. But we've talked enough about our concert going experience. Just thought the X-Files ending in 2 weeks again.
But we can talk more about the food.
Legit quivered. Okay. Yeah.
Boy, we had some great breakfast.
We did.
Remember the cheese place?
We did. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about food. He can sit there and talk. I can't
focus
too much on food. I can't talk about food.
What was the cheese place called?
Don't care. I ate it. And when my stomach is good, I do not talk about food. I just like, oh, that was good.
It was really good cheese.
She's obsessed, but
they had the best omelet I've ever had as well.
Talk about food.
And then we went to Hamilton. It's the only way I could get into Hamilton. I made the joke, remember? And so not that funny.
He wants to go back to London. I don't know where he's going next. People think
Chorizo.
I know. I don't have any info. I don't know where he's going next.
I know. Sarah, you said you did not make the last London show, right?
No.
I think we've had this conversation.
There was only one London show. It was the one at the church.
Yeah.
Anyways, we should probably wrap this up. But
what about the breakfast place in Sydney? Oh my God. Dining Company. Okay, Dining Company in Ryde.
All right, guys. It's been great. We'll see you guys next week. Walt can talk about food for hours upon hours, and I food conversation.
Remember the French toast that had like the crispy
we
pistachio?
did Tim Tams. I had like one or two. What's a Tim Tam Slim? I don't know. We picked them up and we ate some of them.
Tim Tam Slim?
Yeah, we ate them. I had ones that were like mints.
Is that a drink?
No, those are the little chocolate.
What's a Tim Tam Slim?
I don't know. Maybe it's a. No. Oh, you were too young for that, huh?
Oh, kiddies were too young.
Kids were too young. Yeah, it was over 18 or over 21, maybe. I don't know.
Wait, you were too young, or you had kids, so you couldn't go leave because your kids were too young?
Oh, your kids were too young. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up because we could spend all night talking about food.
Yeah. Hey, remember the prawns I had on the island?
Here we go. We had really good food. We ate very well.
The pizza. Who knew they had good pizza in Australia? They have like legit Italians down under that have settled down under the way they settled in New York and other places. Man, I had some good
If you're watching
pizza.
this on Rehab, we have steered far away from the X-Files episode. Rehab, did I say Rehab? If you're watching this on repeat, if you missed the live stream, join us next week. If you joined us this week, thank you guys for joining. I'll do a whole vlog. I'm going to do a real vlog about the episode. I'll post it up either tomorrow or the next day. Probably tomorrow.
A lot of great Eggs Benedicts.
I'll link a video Twitter on Tim Tam Slim. Okay, yeah, send us one.
Meat pies.
Oh my God, he's still talking about food.
Remember the pancakes like the bananas Foster?
Okay, he's still talking. Okay, we ate very well, but he still lost weight, so I'm happy.
We did a lot of hiking and a lot of swimming.
Next week.
You ever go to Newcastle? Best beach in the world.
Yeah, we swam in that one hot spring though. That was questionable. It's weird.
That's why my lip is still kind of funky.
It's funky.
I had a pimple and then it became like
there were signs up that said don't put your head underwater.
I didn't, but I touched my face. It's what I do. I have issues.
Love you guys. Bye.
Yay.
Have a good night. Till next week.